Wade has really taken to hunting with a handgun in recent years. One of his favorite models for handgun hunting is from the Smith & Wesson Performance Center, the Model 460 XVR, which has the highest muzzle velocity of any production revolver on Earth. Hey, in fact, the Model 460 XVR is so revolutionary that it required an entirely new designation, XVR Extreme Velocity Revolver. Wade has spent a lot of time in the field this season with his handgun and is hoping this hunt is the one that will pay off for him.
We got a really high bluebird sky right now, which is pretty typical in Texas. After a cold front comes through, you get that high pressure settles in. Temperatures this afternoon are probably about 60. They're gonna plummet as the day goes on with a low tonight about 40. We're really just past the peak of the rut right now, in my opinion. We got lots of bucks chasing does. We got lots of, still some good fighting action. We're seeing a little bit of scraping going on. I mean, but it's starting to taper off. Some of the bucks are starting to get back on various food sources, starting to get back in a patternable situation. We've got a big 8-point that showed up with, probably 11-inch G2s and 3s that we're looking at. We're gonna go sit in a modified blind. I've had this box blind for probably about 15 years. A buddy of mine, Donnie, built this years ago. It's on wheels, but this past year, because it was so falling apart, we cut the end of it out and turned it into doors. Now we've got doors that will swing open and close in. We put burlap across it and brush, and it's really made a unique situation where the cameraman's gonna be right over my shoulder, so you'll be able to have the same view as I've got. Whether we see a shooter or not, we're going deer hunting, so it's gonna be a great afternoon. In this type of hunting situation right here, I'm using a Walker silencers. It's perfect for any type of hunting situation, whether you're shotgun hunting for birds or whether you're deer hunting. You can get amplification, but you also get the sound dampening. When you're shooting these big handguns like I am here, that's a 460. It's got a lot of oomph to it, so it makes a lot of noise. This is what I want to put in when I'm out here, because I can still move around, I can still hear everything comfortably, and they don't even bother you when you're wearing them. So, if you're going to be in a hunting situation, this is one to protect those ears, because if you don't protect it, you're going to lose it.
Wade is in an old remodeled box blind, and the deer he's looking for just showed up.
Always intense. I love hunting with this gun. It's so much fun. Being able to practice with it, being able to shoot it a lot. It's just an addiction when you get a chance to go hunt with these handguns. This is the 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum from the Performance Center. I took a great buck last year, open sights. This year I wanted to try it with a scope. I mean, red dots. I mean, there's so many different ways you can configure these handguns so you can be able to go out and do something. That's a big 8-point right there that we've seen on scouting cameras. And this is an old blind that we've had fun rebuilding, doing some things too. Got in here, it's got some special memories, and we just put more memories on the table right there. That was really awesome. Wow. Wow. All right, we gave him a little bit of time. I'm gonna ease back over here and take a peek and just kind of nose in, see what kind of sign. This is always that nervous time for me. Starting to get lots of splattered blood all through here. Look at it all on this rock. All out through here, all through here, all through here. Oh, look at that. There's a good puddle right there. Look here, here's more. He's bleeding pretty good now. There's some there. There he is right there. There he is right there. That's pretty awesome when you have a chance like that at a big buck, and he's still, you know, a deer that gets you excited, and you get a chance to practice with guns like this and shoot them a lot. And, you know, I can't say enough about this handgun right here and its performance every time I get to go shoot it. And it just never gets old. Have a chance to go hunt with this. Let's go get our hands on him. I mean, look at this buck right here. I mean, what an awesome 8-point right here. Look at the 2s and the 3s on him. He's an old fighter, brawler. He's got some damage here. Look at the holes and the scars up there around his neck. Thank you. What a deer. What an old buck. God, I mean, that's a war horse right there. The stories this guy could tell. Thank you.
Learn more about hunting handguns by going to smith-wesson.com. Congratulations, Wade, on your handgun entry into the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries. Well, that'll do it for this episode, and we'll see you next time.